Ho, 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 ho. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today we have a special free reading of Teeny the Christmas Elf. It's in hardcover and it's also in paperback. If you like what you hear and want to buy the book, please click on the links in the description below. Now let's all go on to the reading. Teeny the Christmas Elf by James Bereznicki. Teeny was a Christmas elf who was feeling pretty down on himself. For he was old enough to take on a job, but he was not really good and that made him sob. Every time he took a job in the past, he would mess up and it would not last. They say every elf has one job that they would do well, and at that job they would excel. Why not make toys for all the good girls and boys? So off to the workshop he would go as he walked there through the snow. There is a lot of options here. I will definitely find something to work on this year. First he tried making a ball, but he made it too small. But then he tried making a dollhouse, but it looked like it would be fit for a mouse. After that, he made a board game, but it turned out kind of lame. He also tried making a toy car, but that did not go far. Then he made a top. It spun so much it would not stop. But then he tried making a bike. It was so ugly, though, no one would like. He also tried making a train, but the little parts made his eyes strain. Then he tried making building blocks, but they turned out looking like rocks. After that, he made a coloring book, but the pictures did not have the right look. Then he tried making a baseball hat, but it turned out looking like a baseball bat. So he figured, okay, then I will make a baseball bat. But nope, it just turned out looking like a cat. Next, he would make a kite, but it would not take flight. Then he tried to apply toys with paint, but the smell made him faint. And upset, Teeny started to shout as he got mad and stormed out. Teeny mind started to doubt, and with that he started to pout. Then the head elf came over and said, every elf is good at only one job. Why don't you try other jobs instead? She continued, there are many jobs at the North Pole. Finding the right job is your main goal. Teeny tried putting up a Christmas tree, but it started to fall and he had to flee. Next, he found a tree already standing. Maybe with decorating it, it could have its own special branding. But the tree ornament was so big, and while carrying it, he tripped on a twig. And then the ornament broke, and with that, Teeny would cry in his cloak. Maybe at baking cookies he would be good, but watching they do not get burnt, you always should. And with that, the cookies did burn, so that was another lesson that he would learn. Then he thought Santa has a sack that he would need to pack. But as he carried a toy stack, that made him fall headfirst into the sack. Then he would help make a candy cane, but he kept eating them and that led to stomach pain. How about hanging a Christmas light? But they would tangle and put up a fight. He always liked gingerbread. Maybe that is something he should not dread. But with icing, he made a mess, and that led to a lot of stress. After that, he saw a snowflake, and that cured his headache. He thought that this must be an omen, that maybe he should build a snowman. So outside he went, and a lot of time he spent. But the snowman was too tall, and while putting his hat on, he did fall. So back inside he did go, all while wishing he would grow. Hanging garland would be his next task, but where to hang it he did ask. On the banister he was told, but as he put it up it would not hold. Next he thought I could work on a sled, so then he went out to the shed. But not knowing the proper tool made him feel like a fool. Then he thought I could make a Christmas card, that surely cannot be hard. But thinking of what to write would put this job out of sight. Of course there's reindeer to be fed, and after that they would be put to bed. But Teeny fed them too late, so staying up all night would be their fate. Some elves sing a Christmas song. That could be a task that could not go wrong. But he was silent because he could not think of the right word, so that made him not be heard. You know what job would be better? Trying to make a Christmas sweater. But Teeny tried and it looked bad, and that made him really sad. And with that fail, Teeny wondered if he should just bail. But then an older elf came by, and when he came by, Teeny let out a sigh. He said, "What is wrong, little elf? You do not seem sure of yourself." Teeny explained in great detail all the time he has failed, and how he could do nothing right, even though he tried with all his might. The old elf laughed and said, "That is part of life. It is full of strife. But if you learn from it is the key, that is the advice I will give you for free. But I think I have a task for you if you're done feeling blue. See, reading letters is what Santa likes best, and how he gets the letters I bet you have guessed. I bet you would feel better if you would give Santa this letter." As Teeny was excited as he went through the door, meeting Santa, there was nothing an elf would want more. As the door opened, he saw him in his red suit, and his belly was big like a bowl of fruit. Teeny thought this did not seem like a chore. Deep down, he wished he could do it more. Teeny gave Santa the mail, and then realized this is a task he did not fail. Santa said, "Thank you, Teeny, you did a good job. I must remember to thank Rob." Teeny said, "Excuse me, sir, but who is Rob?" Santa said, "Oh, Rob is the old elf who normally does this job. See, he is getting old and is going to retire. He saw you and thought you would be the perfect new hire." Teeny said, "If that is a job offer, I accept." And after that, outside he went. Teeny spent many years giving Santa the letters kids would send, and that would bring our story to its end. The end. If you enjoyed this story, the link to buy the book is in the description below, and all the pages you saw are the actual pages in the book. Thank you.